Yes, good morning children. Already the previous video, 7th video, we have started the 4th exercise of the chapter 1. Only multiplication of integers we have done, negative integers and positive integers. Now we are going to discuss about the story sums, that means word problems. Here they have given a sum. Please see the sum. A certain freezing process requires that room temperature to be lowered from 40 degrees centigrade at the rate of 5 degrees centigrade every hour. What will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins? That is the question. What is that meaning? Here, one freezing process is conducted. One experiment they are conducting. In the room, the first initial temperature is 40 degrees centigrade. So gradually the temperature is decreasing. That means by applying the cooling process. So every hour they are decreasing 5 degrees centigrade. So first hour starting time 40 degrees, after that 35 degrees, after that 30 degrees, after that 25 degrees, like that they are decreasing every hour. Like that, how many hours they completed? In 10 hours. The freezing process is completed in 10 hours. So after 10 hours, we have to find out what will be the room temperature 10 hours after the process begins. Process begins in the first hour. After 10 hours, so 5 degrees, 5 degrees, 5 degrees, they are decreasing. After decreasing 10 hours, what will be the room temperature after 10 hours? That we have to find out. Okay. So generally, by using the easy calculation, we can do it. First hour 40 degrees. It is decreasing to 35 degrees. It is decreasing to 30 degrees. Again 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. So after 8 hours it is 0 degrees. 0 degrees, again 5 degrees minus, means minus 5 degrees. Again 5 degrees minus 10 degrees. Okay, that is easily we can do it. But here by using the working, what we have to do is, first one, the initial temperature of the room is equal to 40 degrees centigrade. Okay, rate of temperature lowered every hour, that is 5 degrees centigrade. Every hour we are decreasing the temperature is 5 degrees centigrade. So total hours is equal to 10 hours. In 10 hours, 5 degrees per hour, 10 hours. So total temperature lowered in 10 hours is equal to 10 into 5 is equal to 50 degrees centigrade. So room temperature after 10 hours is equal to 40 degrees minus 50 degrees, that is equal to minus 10 degrees. Okay. So minus 10 degrees centigrade is the room temperature after 10 hours the process begins. Okay. Please note down this one. Pause the video and note down the sum. Then we shall go for the second sum. Okay. Yes, coming to the next question, that is fourth question. In a class test containing 10 questions, 3 marks are awarded for every correct answer and minus 1 mark is for every incorrect answer and 0 for questions not attempted. Okay, suppose I conducted a class test to you. In that, total I have given you 10 questions. If you write the questions properly, correct answers, if you give the correct answers, each question carries 3 marks for correct answers. Suppose you have given a wrong answer, then I will deduct 1 mark, that means minus 1 mark. And if you did not attempt the questions, then I will award 0 marks for questions not attempted. Okay. So this is the class test and marks. Now what we have to do is, the questions they have given, total 3 questions they have given, but I have written only 2 questions and third question we shall do later. First question, Gopi gets 5 correct and 5 incorrect answers. So totally Gopi, he attempted all the questions, total 10 questions. But 5 questions he got correct answers and 5 questions he got incorrect answers. What is his score? That we have to find out. Next, second question. Rashma gets 7 correct answers and 3 incorrect answers. what is her score? Okay, first we shall take the solution for the first question. Gopi, 5 correct answers are there. Each correct answer for 3 marks will be awarded. Each incorrect answer 1 mark will be deducted for each question. Okay, so with respect to Gopi, 5 correct answers. 5 correct answers means 5 into 3, this is equal to, he got 15 marks. And 5 incorrect answers. Incorrect answers means 5 into minus 1, this is equal to minus 5 marks. So finally he got totally 15 marks and we have to deduct 5 marks. 15 minus 5 is equal to 10 marks. So this is 10 marks is nothing but Gopi's score is equal to how much? 10 marks. Okay. Gopi's score is equal to 10 marks. Like that, this is Gopi. Like that, Rashma gets 7 correct answers and 3 incorrect answers. What is her score? That we shall see. Okay. First you have to note down this Gopi sum. 5 correct answers he got. 5 into 3 marks. That is equal to 5 3s are 15 marks. 5 incorrect answers. Each incorrect answer will be deducted minus 1. That means 1 mark. So 5 into minus 1 is equal to minus 5 marks. So totally he got 15 marks. In that we have deducted 5 marks. 15 minus 5 is equal to 10 marks. 10 marks is the Gopi's score. Okay. Now we shall go for Rashma's score. Second question. So Rashma, what she got and how many marks she got? So second question, this is Rashma. With respect to Rashma, Rashma gets 7 correct answers. How many correct answers? 7 correct answers and 3 incorrect answers. So 7 correct answers. 7 correct answers is equal to, each correct answer we know 3 marks. So totally 21 marks. Okay, 21 marks. Next, 3 incorrect answers. 3 incorrect answers, this is equal to 3 into minus 1. This is equal to minus 3 marks. Out of 21 marks, we have to deduct, subtract 3 marks. 21 minus 3 is equal to, she will get 18 marks. Okay, out of 30 marks, because 3 questions are incorrect, 7 questions are correct. 7 3s are 21, she got. 3 3s are 9 marks. Actually 3 3s are 9 marks, means 7 21 plus 9 30 marks. Out of 30 marks, she got only 21 marks. And remaining 3 questions are wrong answers. Those are not correct answers. If those are correct answers, 3 into 3 that is equal to 9 marks, you will get totally 30 marks. But she has done mistakes. Incorrect, 3 incorrect answers. That is equal to 3 into minus 1 is equal to minus 3. So 21 minus 3 is equal to 18 marks. Therefore, here we can write Rashma's score is equal to how much? 18 marks. Okay, please note down. Copy the classwork, pause the video and note down the sum. After then continue with the video. Okay. Next, coming to the third question. In the fourth sum, the third question. Rashmi gets 3 correct answers and 4 incorrect answers out of 7 questions she attempts. What is her score? Totally, she attempted only 7 questions. Actually, 7 questions means 7 3s are 21 marks she has to get. But in that, 3 correct answers she got. 3 correct answers means 3 3s are 9 marks. And 4 incorrect answers. 4 into minus 1 is equal to minus 4. So 9 minus 4 is equal to 5 marks only she got. Okay, that we shall do on the board. So what we can write? Total questions attempted by Rashmi is equal to 7 questions. Okay. Out of 7 questions, how many correct answers? Number of correct answer questions. Number of correct answered questions. This is equal to 3. So 3 into 3 is equal to, she can get 9 marks. Okay. Correct answer questions is equal to 3. Each question carries 3 marks, 3 3s are 9 marks. Okay. Next, 4 incorrect answers. 4 incorrect answers. So number of incorrect answered questions is equal to 4. So marks should be deducted. Marks deducted for 4 questions is equal to 4 into minus 1. This is equal to minus 4. So totally she got 9 marks. In that 4 marks we have to deduct. So now we have to write Rashmi's score is equal to 9 minus 4. This is equal to 5 marks. So Rashmi got finally totally 5 marks. Out of 7 questions, out of 10 questions, she attempted only 7 questions. In those 7 questions, 3 questions are correct and 4 questions are incorrect. Okay. So 3 questions she gave correct answers. 3 3s are 9 marks. And 4 questions she gave incorrect answers. Each incorrect answer we have to reduce minus 1. So 4 into minus 1 is equal to minus 4. So totally 9 marks to minus 4 marks, that is equal to 5 marks. Please note down. First try to understand and then note down. Okay. See, coming to the next question. Here they have given 5th question. A merchant on selling rice earns a profit of ₹10 per bag of basmati rice sold and a loss of ₹5 per bag of non-basmati rice. This is the data they have given. What is here? In a rice merchant shop, rice shop, we can say. I know everybody is having rice, So rice can be here different, separated 2 types. First is basmati rice and second one is non-basmati rice. Do you know for what purpose this basmati rice will be used and non-basmati rice? Basmati rice is used for preparing biryani, pulao, like that. And non-basmati rice, that is used for preparing ordinary rice. Okay, daily we are having. So in a rice shop, the merchant on selling rice of basmati rice, suppose he sells 1 bag, he can earn 10 rupees profit. Suppose he sold a non-basmati rice bag, he will get 5 rupees loss. Okay, so like that, here he is earning 10 rupees profit, here he is losing 5 rupees loss. So that is the condition they have given. From that condition, the first question, he sells 3,000 bags of basmati rice and 5,000 bags of non-basmati rice in a month. In a month, totally 8,000 bags he is going to sell. 5,000 basmati rice bags and 3,000 non-basmati rice bags. What is his profit or loss in a month? So whether he is getting the profit or whether he is getting the loss in that month, that we have to find out. Okay, for this solution we will do profit on each basmati rice bag. Okay, is equal to 10 rupees. Total number of bags is sold in the month is equal to 3,000. So we can get 3,000 bags into 10 rupees, that is equal to 30,000 rupees is the profit. for the basmati rice. And for the non-basmati rice, total number of bags is equal to 5,000. Per bag is getting loss per bag is equal to 5 rupees. So 5,000 into 5 is equal to 5 5 is 25,000 rupees is the loss. Totally here he is getting 30,000 rupees profit and 25,000 rupees loss. So profit is bigger and loss is lesser. 30,000 minus 25,000 we can get 5,000. So finally what is his profit or loss in a month is equal to 5,000 rupees profit. Understand? So for this solution, total number of bags of basmati rice in a month is equal to 3,000 bags. Okay. Profit on each bag is equal to how much? 10 rupees. So total profit on basmati bags is equal to 3,000 into 10. It is nothing but 30,000 rupees he is earning as profit for selling basmati rice. Okay, 30,000 rupees he is earning as the profit. The same thing, number of bags of non-basmati rice. Okay, that we shall see. Total number of non-basmati rice bags sold is equal to 5,000. 5,000 bags he is selling in a month. Loss on each bag is equal to how much? 5 rupees is the loss. So total loss on 5,000 bags of non-basmati rice is equal to 5,000 into 5. It is nothing but 25,000 rupees is the loss. Okay, here he is getting profit 30,000 rupees and loss is equal to 25,000. So finally profit is bigger and loss is smaller. So we can find the difference between these two. That means 30,000 minus 30,000 rupees minus 25,000 rupees. This is equal to 5,000 rupees is the profit of the merchant in that month. Understand? Okay. Finally we have to write profit of the merchant in the month is equal to 5,000 rupees. Understand? Please note down this one. Copy it clearly, neatly. First try to understand and after that note down. Understand? Please note down. Pause the video and note down. Okay? Now see the second sum. The sum is same. The second sum, they have given what is the number of basmati rice bags he must sell to have neither profit nor loss. If the number of bags of non-basmati rice sold is 6,400. Understood the sum? So totally he sold 6,400 non-basmati rice bags. Okay? Yes. So total number of non-basmati rice bags he sold 6,400. By selling each bag he will get 5 rupees loss. So 6,400 bags means into 5 he will get that loss. But here according to our condition he should not get neither profit nor loss. Okay. So there will be no profit, no loss. Here he got 13, that means 6,400 into 5. That is nothing but 32,000 rupees loss he got. But same loss should be converting into profit. Means how many bags of basmati rice he has to sell. Okay. So here 5 rupees loss. Number of non-basmati rice bags sold is equal to 6,400. Loss on 6,400 bags is equal to 6,400 into 5. Why? Because loss of 5 rupees per bag of non-basmati. Okay. So 5 rupees loss. 6,400 into 5 is equal to 32,000 rupees he got loss. But according to the problem he has to get neither profit nor loss. Here he got loss. That loss should be covered with profit. So number of basmati rice bags to be sold to get the same 32,000 profit. It is nothing but 32,000 rupees he has to get profit. From each bag of basmati rice he has a profit of 10 rupees. So 32,000 rupees divided by 10 rupees. Okay, that is equal to 3,200 bags he has to sell for getting neither loss nor profit. Both profit and loss will not be there. That means finally it will become 0. Okay, he got loss 32,000, at the same time he got profit 3,200. Okay, so sorry, 32,000. So 32,000 is the profit and loss. Both are same. So no profit, no loss. Both are equal. Please copy, pause the video and copy the sum. Okay. Yes, children. Coming to the next sum. Replace the blank with an integer to make it a true statement. Here they have given some blanks. Already we have done this type. Okay. Before this previous video we have done this one like this. What we have to do here? Multiplication of integers. Multiplication of positive integer. Multiplication of negative integers. Okay. Here they have given some blanks. 4 sums they have given. In those 4 sums we have to fill the blanks to make the statement true. Okay. Minus 3 into dash is equal to 27. Actually, if you read the 3 table, 3 1 ja, 3 3 2 ja, 6 3 3 ja, and like that, 3 9 ja 27 we know. 3 9 ja 27. But here negative symbol minus is there. So minus is multiplied with another minus, minus into minus. This is equal to plus. So minus 3 into minus 9 is equal to 27. Like that. 5 into dash is equal to minus 35. 5 into 35 means 5 7 are 35. But here this is plus and in the answer we got minus. So this is we have to replace with minus 7. 5 into minus 7 is equal to minus 35. Okay. Next, the third one. Dash into minus 8 is equal to minus 56. Minus 56. In 8 table, if you read the 8 table, 8 7 are 56. Okay, 8 7 are 56. If it is plus, plus into minus is equal to minus. So the answer is equal to 7. Okay, 7 into minus 8 is equal to 56. Next, coming to the fourth one. Dash into minus 12 is equal to 132. 132 in 12 table, 12 11 are 132. 11 12 ja or 12 11 ja. Okay. So 11 into minus 12 is equal to 132. But numbers are correct, symbols are different. Here minus is there, minus is removed here. Minus into minus is equal to plus. So here also we have to write minus. The answer is equal to minus 11. Here the answer is equal to minus 7. Here the answer is equal to minus 9. Like this, any blanks are given, you can do easily with the help of tables and symbols. All the symbols we know. Plus into plus is equal to plus. Plus into plus is equal to plus. The product of two positive integers is always a positive integer. The product of one positive integer and one negative integer is a negative integer. The product of one negative integer and another positive integer is equal to negative integer. The product of any two negative integers is always positive integer. This again you have to remember. Already we discussed this one. You have to remember this one, and with the help of this one, this type of any sums you can do. Understand? Okay. Please note down, copy down in your classwork. Okay. Okay, children. We completed exercise 4. So now what we have to do is the same exercise which I explained to you. If you are not understood, repeat the video once again. Watch the video once again and once again. Okay. Till you have to get the clarification of doubts. If you have any doubt, you can call me and get the answers. Okay, solutions. But now what you have to do is, I am giving you some small homework. Homework is nothing but the exercise 4 I explained you. That is sum number 1 to sum number 6. You have to do in your homework book. In the classwork I have given you the total working. First 1, 2, 3 sums only multiplication blanks, multiplication of integers, and 6 sum also multiplication of integers. We have 3 word problems. Those are story sums. Okay. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Third sum, fourth sum, and fifth sum. Those are only the word sums, word problems. So those word problems you have to write the working properly. First read the sum from the textbook or from the board I have given in the video. So that you have to read down, and after that try to write the working your own. Suppose if you could not write the working your own, then you can watch the video, and in the video what the working I have given, you have to keep in your mind. No need to by heart. What is the data they have given in the question? That data only we are explaining in the solution. Understand? So that's why you have to note down, you have to write the working and do the calculation part, and finally find the solution. Okay, sum number 1 to sum number 6. Because the exercise we have only 6 sums. So those 6 sums you have to do in your homework book. That is your homework for today. Okay, thank you. In the next video we shall meet again with the division of integers and exercise 5 sums. Okay, fifth exercise, sixth exercise, everything we shall complete in the next video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.